Today, I will be making Portal's hardest achievement even harder. Enjoy the show. Valve's Portal is a testament to where college can take you, from a simple career fair project to a critically acclaimed award-winning landmark. It's proof that kids should stay in school, at least back then. I remember watching Stray Dog's video about 2 years ago, and that's what finally got me to play the game. Fast forward to now, I was only missing 2 achievements. So naturally, the goal of the video is to beat Portal's 2 hardest achievements, Out of the Blue and Is Anyone There?
Out of the Blue requires that once you obtain both colored portals, you can only enter the orange portal and Out of the Blue.
Secondly, Is Anyone There requires you to complete the entire game without getting hit by a single bullet. Should take a couple tries.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
This game is set in the Half-Life universe, inside the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. You play as Chell, a silent protagonist who is the lab rat being put through GLaDOS safe tests. We're greeted by the best song to test to and the sound of a robot lady. After waiting a minute, we jump through the first portal and solve some relatively easy puzzles. After placing the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science,
heavy-duty super colliding.
We get the first portal gun, but it shoots blue. Thankfully, the achievement only starts counting once you unlock both portals.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Zip it, Stanley!
Wanna cook?
Chamber 11 gives us access to the second portal color, orange. This is where the achievement actually starts. With every portal I open, I must think before... Nah, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. To keep my sanity, I cheese just a bit. You see, you can place a portal here and fling yourself up onto the ending platform, which is pretty cheesy. This won't be the last of Ratman. A couple expertly placed portals later, we arrive at Chamber 16. This is the first section where bullets are actually a problem. Now, since I'm not using a guide, I try to think of how could one do this without getting shot. Answer?
Rain melons.
I'm only half kidding. As it turns out, if you place a portal above them and drop the cubes on them, they fall and deactivate. You can kinda see the game's implication due to the red X's on the ceiling, and after some further trial and error, I get this down pretty lickety-split. The rest of the level is really just hiding behind a cube and making some sneaky portals.
I don't hate you.
Fresh out of the elevator is Chamber 17. The Companion Cube! Everybody's favorite level. Except, I have one problem. There's too much going on. Let's fix that. Turns out, if you just grab a bunch of cameras and place them in this corner, it will be high enough for you to continue on your journey. And after a toasty bath,
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
It's a goddamn lie, I'll tell you.
Because coming up was a chamber I remembered being an absolute nightmare. Or not. Maybe it was because I was dumber back then, but this room was fairly simple. The only thing I noted was that I could cheese the gondola with the raised wall. The wall did close, so I reverted to the last checkpoint to use the trick. Before we end the level though, we're faced with what many consider to be the most technically challenging section of the entire game. At my first go at it, I did fail midway, but on my second... What is happening?
Well done.
This is it.
Be advised.
So far, I was feeling really confident. It was only taking a few tries to understand the tricks, the layout, and even some of the dialogue.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Vital, by the way. BT dubs, like, that was not vital.
But then that feeling vanished when I remembered what was coming next. You see, in this spot, it's possible to fail the achievement by just standing in between your portals, causing the game to recognize this as a blue portal entry. And since I had no way to tell if I failed or not, I was pretty uneasy going forward. But I'm telling you right now, after this butt-puckering section, I just might need to get my cholesterol checked. Because going through a room filled to the brim with turrets with practically no cover and next to no strategy had me fearing God. After completing that nightmare, we were faced with Hell Part 2, because if the last room was a coughing baby, this next section was the abusive dad about to put belt to ass. So during the attempt, I did one of the stupidest things in the world. Who the hell thinks of this shit? After putting some of these clinkers back in their place, I do some more flinging to reach the platform at the top. Two bouncers decide to show up to the party, but I deal with them in a timely manner.
Who's there?
Finally getting the first out of two.
Wow.
But we're not done yet, soldier.
Well, you found me. Was it worth it?
Time to find out.
This was a triumph.
Did it. I did it.
I'm making a note here. Huge success.
It's funny. I remember watching Stray Dogs' video all those years ago. I remember thinking like, dude, that'd be so cool to make YouTube videos. I even reached out to the Mad Lad himself, and he was very welcoming. Same with Sandwiches.
For a video? Dude, hell yeah, Shell. I hope it works out. Brother, send me a video. I'd love to give you, like, tips if you want them.
Looking back now, I'm thankful for everyone who inspired me to do what I love. And that isn't just for me. It goes for everyone. Do or do not. There is no try. Thank you, everyone. I hope to make better videos for you guys. Let me know if you have any suggestions that fit the content. I stream every day on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, anywhere between 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST. Next, I'll be taken advantage of in Metro 2033. Have a good one.